This week's quick reminder is found in Luke chapter 24. This is covering the account of the two disciples on the road to Emmaus. They know that Jesus has died, but have no idea that he is resurrected. Jesus appears to them and is walking along with them, and this is what we come to see. First of all, chapter 24 of Luke, verse 21, we see that the disciples are disappointed that Jesus has not met their preconceived expectations of him. Verse 21, but we were hoping that it was he who was going to redeem Israel. Indeed, besides all this, it is the third day since these things have happened. They're disappointed because Jesus has not lived up to their expectation. This is not what they were requiring of Messiah. And it's final to them because he's been dead for 3 days. There's no hope here. Then we see that Jesus will explain to them that everything has gone according to plan. In verse 27, then beginning with Moses and with all the prophets, he explained to them the things concerning himself in all the scriptures. Can you imagine this Bible study? As Jesus is showing them, beginning with Genesis and working all the way through the scriptures, that this is all about him. Can you imagine as he takes them through the account of the fall of man, and in the same chapter where man falls and messes everything up, God says, I have a plan. Woman's seed will crush the head of Satan's seed. And we know that to be Christ will defeat Satan. And then we go on through the historical books, through the poetry, through the prophecy, where Christ again and again and again is being shown. Then we see, as a result of being shown this, that the disciples were left with a burning heart. In verse 31, then their eyes were opened, and they recognized him, and he vanished from their sight. They said to one another, were not our hearts burning within us while he was speaking to us on the road, while he was explaining the scriptures to us? I wonder if it would be accurate to say that this was a refining fire within their hearts. I say this because afterwards, the result of having been shown Jesus throughout the scriptures left them with seeing Jesus for who he is and not what their preconceived ideas required. And what was the result? The victorious, resurrected life of Christ changed their direction. They were on their way to Emmaus. But look at this next verse, verse 33. And they got up that very hour and returned to Jerusalem. The resurrected life of the one who had been crucified on their behalf changed their course. Has this happened to you? Is this true of you? Are you going a different direction than you were before you came to know Jesus? I was spending some time with an alumni a few years ago, and he was down. He was depressed, and I asked him what was going on. He had left his hill, finished the 2 years here, and then went to Bible college. While he was there, it was impressed upon him that he had to make up his mind on which camp he stood in regarding a particular doctrinal stance. I didn't think much of it at first, but then he said, Kelly, you don't understand. I have no choice. I must decide which camp I stand in on this doctrinal issue. And to that I replied, if what we're talking about doesn't leave us with Jesus, then what are we talking about? To this, he dropped his shoulders, he bowed his head, and simply said, you're right. This is all about Jesus. You're right. brothers and sisters, if the things you are involved in as a Christian do not lead you to Christ, do not encourage you in Christ, and do not leave you with Christ, then what are you involved with? Does your heart burn as a result of the manifestation of Jesus Christ? What are you wasting your time with, demanding that Jesus live up to your expectation? Jesus is alive. Does your heart burn with this reality? My name is Kelly Darty, and I'm the host of the His Hill podcast. This has been a quick reminder of that ministry. You can hear our longer episodes every Thursday morning, so be sure to join us this week. If you'd like to get in touch with me, please do so. You can do that by email. The address is Kelly, Kelly, at hishill.org. Thanks for listening. And remember, keep your eyes fixed on Jesus.